Live from the purgatory of unuseful information, it's the Geek Show.
It's all useful to somebody. Come on.
Not useful, unuseful.
It's very useful, especially these days, because we
Grammar.
all need a distraction. All right, let's
that.
begin the distraction. All right.
The Bureau of Unuseful Information.
He is a grammar. He is a grammar expert. He's quad T, too tall Tony.
Yes, I'm a really fun guy.
But I'm ching.
Like a mushroom. Oh, you can't see it. There's mushrooms on my shirt.
Oh, there we
Tony,
go.
do you like mushrooms?
He's a cordyceps.
I'm a cordyceps. I do
Do you
like mushrooms. Yeah.
You do? Okay, good.
All right.
I mean, people are allowed to not like mushrooms, but
Where do you weigh in, Rebecca, on mushrooms?
oh, I love mushrooms. I love mushrooms, but every single time I eat mushrooms, my body has some kind of like ancestral reaction of, uh-oh, maybe don't eat this, because you know, mushrooms. Every mushroom is edible once,
Almost anything is edible once.
and I love mushrooms. But seriously, every time I eat them, my body goes, oh.
Like, makes it run through you, or what?
No, it's some kind of like mental thing.
Oh,
of
a
like,
mental thing.
Wee
Okay.
wee wee.
So what if you have a
maybe
dish
it's-
that you don't know has mushrooms in it? Does your defense automatically kick in then?
No, I think it's something about the texture.
It's all about texture with her, Rebecca Frost, everybody. All right.
I got long COVID a couple of years ago, and it gave me a mushroom intolerance, which, like, I break out in hives and stuff. I also love mushrooms,
Oh, no.
so I just take
Horrible.
a Claritin before I eat them,
There
or a
you
Benadryl
go.
after. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the ticket.
Get you an EpiPen.
Yeah. Robert Neal, everybody.
Morning, afternoon, good evening, everybody.
All right. Just real quick, greetings, Dr. Paul. He's here just for a few minutes because a Big 12 gymnastics championship is happening, so he's on his way.
Hey.
Is that what the March Madness is?
Sure.
No. And I have a bone to pick with March Madness. Sorry, UConn.
Don't.
Oh, we're okay. They're going to get into.
Oh.
They're going to
Oh,
get
no,
into.
no. I love the
Sports.
concept of March Madness. I just wish it stayed in March.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am tired of this. Hey, look, we're halfway through the month. Has March Madness started yet? No.
Maybe in the after party we could do a Geek Show March Madness, but it's all the panelists.
Well, he's here to defend Mad Marchness. Jake Black, everybody. He's our returning champion, Jake Black. This is essentially a TV show in space.
Oh my gosh! Do you guys just want to talk about Star Trek?
We will in a bit. I've got a Star Trek story coming up. It's an interesting little offhanded comment that was overheard.
And I've got a report on what I consumed that was Star Trek related, and the greatest thing I have ever seen in my life.
All that
Whoa.
coming up. All right, well, let's
What?
start.
But our
Don't
host,
forget about our host, Mr. Kerry Jackson.
Oh, thank you.
beep 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 beep.
Thank you, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Monday through Friday, 6 to 10, x96.com. All right, let's begin with the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer.
Ooh, baby.
Hachi-machi.
I was
Okay,
disappointed there was
I
no
have a-
Sting song in this one.
I have a problem with this right here. Is his
Why?
butt sticky now?
Yeah.
All of him is sticky.
Are you sure?
He's a Spider-Man.
He does whatever a spider can,
I
Tony.
feel like his
Duh.
butt is sticky now,
Well,
and it wasn't before.
okay, so you've got a problem with that.
So his feet can be sticky, but his butt can't?
Correct.
Okay, just checking.
25 years ago, there was a mockumentary called Comic Book the Movie that was produced by Mark Hamill, shot at San Diego, and like everyone who's ever been a voice actor ever was in it. And there's a scene where a couple of guys at the comic shop are discussing, I think with Kevin Smith, about how if Tobey Maguire's web shooters were actually biologically correct, they'd be coming out of his ass. So,
Yes.
Yeah, like
Tony,
the,
I think
spider character in Venture Brothers.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So I
where I
think-
came
Open
from.
webs.
if nothing else, Tony,
He's got a web shooter on his butt. Is what
Yeah.
you're
Okay,
saying?
fine,
Yeah.
here you go.
Okay.
Calm
There.
down.
Is that better?
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, this thing broke a record, set a 24-hour trailer record, 718 million views, which tops Marvel Studios' Deadpool and Wolverine from 2 years ago. So, superhero fatigue? Anyone?
But
I don't
did it
think so.
Superhero fatigue says what?
Did it beat Gangnam Style?
Tony, what's going on?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What pills?
Is it
do
the
those
traumatic-
take?
Is it the arsenic?
Must be the arsenic. Must be this
think-
Fallout green
Must
tea
be.
I'm drinking.
Oh my god.
But brand new day, brand new trailer record. Spider-Man has easily become the biggest trailer of all time within 24 hours, according to Sony. Yeah, it took just 8 hours to top Deadpool and Wolverine's 365 million views from 2 years ago. So there you go.
Hey, Rebecca, do you have that shot of him when he's falling off the girder in his mask, and they have that kind of that dead eye look?
No,
I want to talk about that. I want to talk
do
about
not.
that.
I've got a bunch of other photos.
Let's break down the trailer because there's a lot happening here. The trailer opens with Peter glum and upside down on his butt, watching.
See, it's wrong.
Okay, hold on a second. We don't see his other hand. He could be using his spider strength and holding on with that hand and just holding himself up. There you go.
were gonna say he could be jorking it.
Yep, that's
Well,
where
Wow.
we're going with
Not
this.
where I was
Okay.
going with that.
He's watching.
That
He's
scene where he's falling out of the web, that was the cause of that scene.
Yeah.
He's watching social media videos on his phone, not just any videos, ones of his old former friends, Ned and MJ, as they celebrate their first day at MIT. Of course, you'll remember Peter implored, at the end of No Way Home, Peter implored Doctor Strange to cast a spell that would erase knowledge of his secret identity from being exposed, which also meant that even his closest friends wouldn't know who he is, which is, again, from the comics.
But
Now-
didn't he screw up the spell? Didn't Peter, in all of his corrections, wind up screwing up the spell?
A little
That was,
bit.
That was
And
why
I'm-
the first one went bad.
Yeah.
When they did it a second time, he just said, right? They did it They did a spell
Yeah,
twice.
They did it
because
twice, yeah.
And the second
Yeah, the
time, he's just
first
like,
time.
no changes. We're just erasing Peter Parker from existence.
All right, I'm going to have to go back and watch it now. Anyway, so he jumps off the girder. Now, this article says, but not because of depression. But I disagree with that. When you look, as Rob was saying, it's a look inside of his mask. He seems very sad to me.
Oh, yeah.
He just seems like, not just sad, just like morose. Just like, what's the point at this point, anymore?
Maybe he just hates amnesia stories as much as I do.
But anyway.
He could be onto something.
His anguish about losing his friends is going to be a driving factor, obviously, in the film. We see Peter mulling over a note that he's written to potentially talk to either Ned or MJ. It's hard to say. Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me. We used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop was to make everyone forget about me. Because I'm not just Peter Parker, I'm Spider-Man. We then cut to an action sequence that has been hinted at, the armored car chase. Miniguns, explosions, all of that stuff, and of course Frank shows up, the Punisher.
Did anybody notice? Because I saw somebody made a comment on Threads. I had to go back and look at this. Peter didn't kick him out of the van. He slaps Frank out of the van.
Not only that, but they talk to each other like they know each other. So like they obviously have been interacting with each other for a while.
Possibly. But anyway, it's there's that going on. They have something of a rapport, as Rebecca pointed out.
I can't wait for those who have stolen the Punisher logo to be like, they made the Punisher woke.
But anyway, we cut away from the action to see Peter skulking at a party, which happens to be in MJ and Ned's apartment. And he says, but sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart. That's his narration. And he stares at his old friends. And MJ is being flirted with by Ezra Bridger.
Hey, keep it in the Disney family.
Iman Isfandi is the actor's name. But he is playing Ezra Bridger in Ahsoka. And it's obvious this isn't a first-time encounter. It seems pretty clear that they know each other. They've probably been dating. Hard to say. It's tough to pick out just again from the trailer. He returns to his apartment looking worse for wear, collapses onto the floor, and we cut to him waking up, wearing nothing but his boxers and suddenly webbed up in a cocoon outside his apartment window.
Oh my
Oh,
god, you
yeah.
guys, we're gonna get man spider.
Getting man spider.
Oh
Are we
my
getting
God.
6-armed man spider?
Now, see, that's right where I went too. But then I read another person's dissertation on this, and it's actually from a more current story than the man spider one. The one was, where he has
The
six
with the
arms.
inheritors.
It's a Peter David story, and it involves a moorland.
Yeah,
Is that the one you're talking about?
it's basically Morley was killing all of the spider avatars, basically
totems,
spider
right?
totems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read this run.
Yeah,
So there was that. But he will possibly have organic webbing now.
It looks like he did, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's getting gooped up.
He's getting gooped.
But I went and looked up as soon as I saw the trailer earlier this week. I immediately went and looked up the Six Arms saga. It's from 1971, and I hated that storyline.
Really?
I did. Morbius, the living vampire, saw a dejected Peter attempting to cure himself of his powers, and accidentally gives himself another 4 arms. Yeah.
oops.
Neo, and then the storyline was also loosely adapted in the 90s animated series, and it was called Neogenic Nightmare.
That's the version I remember. That's the one I saw.
But the cocoon itself plays a role in a more prominent story that says here is likely the source of the inspiration, The Other, a mid-aughts arc that likewise sees a stressed Peter Parker experience fluctuation in his powers changing and facing seeming death. And that involves a moorland and all of that. But Keith David doing narration. Spiders have 3 life cycles. When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats. We get to see-
Who
huh?
do you
We-
think? Who do you think he is? Who do you think Keith David is?
I don't
Robbie
know.
Robertson.
Could be.
Kirk Connors, perhaps.
Robbie
maybe.
Robertson, spider scientist.
We
No,
do get,
he's a journalist.
yeah. We do get Michael Mando as Mac Gargan, the Scorpion, in his costume.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool.
I love this.
So we're going to get a Scorpion Spider-Man fight. Let's see.
We get
Frank
Boomerang.
telling Spidey that he's losing it, and then of course we got the Hulk is in there as well, or
Hulk.
well,
Smart Banner, not Smart Hulk.
Yeah.
Bruce Banner, is
You
there.
know, you didn't miss, right? They used the M word like twice.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and they have to be
Mutation.
so careful about that.
So
It's like not saying Hydra before episode 16 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Exactly.
But also, it's like a lawsuit thing, right? Like they couldn't say mutant in Age of Ultron.
Well, they couldn't because Fox still owned
yeah, I think
the
it's
rights
fine
at
now.
that point.
As
But
long
after
as-
the buyout, they own all of it now.
Yeah,
As long
they own
as
everything.
Disney's okay with Sony saying mutant in the Spider-Man movies, which they let
Yeah.
them use all their other toys.
And who this is, I don't know. As
That's
we're-
Sadie Sink.
Is that
So-
Sadie Sink?
Someone
So
I
this
was
is
talking to,
Sadie Sink in Peter's apartment.
So there's also several scenes where you see people getting mind controlled, and
The
so
theory is that she's Jean Grey.
Jean Grey showing up in Spider-Man.
Because Tremel Tillman is playing the guy who he's like going after mutants. I can't remember his name. But he's
Guy
like-
Ritchie?
I don't
Guy
know.
Rick?
I don't know.
No,
Yeah, Guy Ritchie.
Guy Rich,
Guy Ritchie?
Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie, yeah.
Gargan,
Henry Peter
Mac
Guy
Gargan. No, that's
Guy
that's
Ritchie
the
hates
Scorpion.
William Metzger,
Metzger.
Don't even know who that is.
Is that from the
a
comics?
leader,
Stryker.
a leader in the anti-mutant DODC.
Is it William
But people, there's also another theory that he is this universe's Stryker.
Strike?
Okay. Anyway, so it's a fascinating trailer. It's been watched many, many times, and then there's this, which got me
Let's talk about what's going on in this
because
big blank
because
space.
this is definitely
Turtles.
Turtles, yeah.
Turtles.
I was going to say this is a combination of Ninja Turtles and Daredevil, is what it looks like to me, because that's clearly the Hand ninjas, and they're back in New York after DD drove them all out. So yeah, but you're right. There is that big empty space right there. So I wonder if
You think they digitally removed something out of the scene right there?
100%. So maybe Spider-Man up here's got 6 more arms.
I thought maybe he's just jumping off the building at him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
There's also been discussion about this background is not what it should be, like, because why is the hand out in the middle of the day?
That's
They
true.
got business to take care of.
Yeah. Batman
The
can
Business
hand
don't
doesn't
wait.
go out in the
Sometime.
middle of the day.
This is the new hand.
But yeah, anyway, we'll see when it opens this summer. Very soon.
Are they?
Oh,
now
wait
they
a minute.
Had, what's the Tarantula?
Oh yeah, I got to see
was
Tarantula in there
right?
as well.
Because
Yeah.
he's got the boot knives and everything.
One person who's been very cagey about whether or not they're in this movie is Charlie Cox.
Yeah.
Could it be Daredevil down there?
Maybe. Maybe.
I would love to see a Spidey DD team up. Oh God, I just
We've got Frank
And Hulk.
and Hulk.
wow.
Ooh, speaking of, I've
Yes.
got my Daredevil season 2 screener that I know what I'm doing today.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Can't wait.
Streaming it for us.
Yeah.
Watch
after
party?
after I signed the DocuSign document that says I promise to watch this alone under a blanket where nobody can see or hear me, with my email address emblazoned across the entire screen.
Does a tarp count as a blanket? Because we get a big enough tarp for all of us to fit under.
Now we'll come back to the Hand and Daredevil and all that coming up later in the show because there's a story.
What if it's what if we got a little Defenders action going on?
Oh yeah, Jessica Jones.
Maybe.
Iron
Jessica
Fist.
Jones,
Iron
alright.
Fist is there.
Think about that.
Anyway, another trailer that we got this, well, it was a week before last actually, was Shadow Lord, Maul Shadow Lord, for the show that is coming April 6th, animated series on Disney Plus. And it looked interesting, I have to say. I never really cared for this character. I know that's heresy, but this looked interesting to me.
I think that most of the people that really cared for this character are the ones that got into Clone Wars.
Could be, could be.
Because I, having not watched Clone Wars, also I'm just like, Darth Maul felt throwaway in episode 1 for sure.
There's always I always think of the line from Family Guy where Peter refers to Boba Fett. When you have the best looking action figure, that makes you the most popular. And I think that kind of applies to Darth Maul.
Could be. Could be. But anyway, in this one, he has vowed his revenge against the Emperor and the
Sure.
Empire. So we'll see what happens. April 6th.
This is one of those things where I'm like, another baddie turned good. Granted, I never watched Clone Wars. I don't know what his whole deal is after he fell down that hole where he definitely should have died.
But his hate kept him alive.
I was going to say, you don't have to be a good guy to want to kill the Emperor. You might just be really mad at him.
Okay. Oh, wait a
Boy,
minute. I got this
wouldn't that be? If
How's
we could
that
just
for
apply
motivation?
that.
Rebecca, I've got the perfect analogy for this for you. He's the Star Wars universe's version of the Punisher.
Okay.
Maybe. Okay.
He's their big anti-hero.
If Leo were here, he could straighten us
Let me
out, I'm
tell you.
sure.
Let me tell you something.
Is that what you think? That's my John Bernthal as the Punisher impression.
Nailed it.
Is you just, whenever somebody says something, you repeat it and then say, "Is that what you think, huh?" Anyway,
That's good.
Dune 3 is, we got another Zendaya trailer. This
She's everywhere.
She's everywhere.
She's in 4 movies, 3
Wow.
of them with Robert Pattinson.
Wow. I'll take it. She's great. I can't get enough of her. She is a
Yeah,
great
I
actress.
love her.
She is a great actress.
And she's got like a season or 2 of TV this year too. So she's
Oh,
in,
yeah.
She got Euphoria
Euphoria.
with our friend Jay Washington.
Yes,
Yes.
Jay's going to be in there. That's going to be cool. Anyway, Denis Villeneuve said after Dune Part 2, he said, "I went to my crew and said, I'm taking a break. That's it. Bye-bye. And then I went back home and I kept awaking in the middle of the night with these images. And I'm supposed to do another movie, I said to myself. So that's Dune 3. Difficult from the first one.
Co-written by
Yes.
Brian K. Vaughan.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, then.
He said this one's very different from the first ones. If the first movie was contemplation, a boy exploring a new world, and the second one is a war movie, this one is a thriller. It's action-packed and tense, more muscular. We see Paul dealing with the consequences of having too much power. As we know from the book, this is the fall of Paul Atreides. And
The Paul fall.
the Paul fall.
If there's more muscle, then that means a lot of Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista, I assume.
Well, Dave Bautista died.
I think so did Jason Momoa.
So?
character.
Well, okay, but yeah, Duncan Idaho shows back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Darth Maul has legs. Anyway,
You're telling me, dude.
it'll be on the 18th of December is when that opens. So there
Okay,
you go.
okay, so here's Robert Pattinson. We're about to hear a
Where's the
voice never heard
glitter?
before. Here's Anya Taylor-Joy,
Oh, wow, look at her.
and I need someone to explain this to me because this looks cool as hell.
I don't
That's
know.
all you need to know. It looks
Is
cool
that,
as hell.
Is that
It's a woman
That-
in a dress.
That's
all
Anya
I-
Taylor-Joy. That's Aaliyah.
Oh, is it?
Aaliyah
Oh.
Atreides.
okay?
And I guess she's like a big cult leader or like a religious leader or something.
Yeah.
How fast does she age? Because
Well,
it
this-
doesn't look like much time has passed, but she's an adult.
But you remember in the second movie, she was still in the womb but talking to Paul.
Yeah.
Oh.
So is there some sort of Bene Gesserit magic
Well,
that ages her
no, I
quickly
think
or something?
I think this
so.
takes place like 17ish years after the second movie.
Could be.
There
think?
is a gap. I don't remember how big it
Yeah.
is, but by this point, she's become. I think that she winds up being more powerful than Paul.
Yeah, she crazy town.
Okay, all right. I do
Could-
know Rebecca Ferguson is in this movie in one scene, apparently.
Oh, and she's upset about
And
it
she's
too.
not happy about it.
For having to be in one scene or being only in one scene.
Being only in one scene. All right. Let's do a little housekeeping, and then we'll continue with the news here. Of course, GeekShowGotThisCovered.com is our Patreon. You can support the show. If you go there and you join, you get the after party, which is just us continuing the show after we finish this part of it. You get the TV show in space early. And we've got a full TV show in space panel happening right here, so this will give you an idea. You also are going to get some pictures and videos of our impending trip to Disneyland that we are taking.
threatening.
Yeah.
Better go. They already took my money.
So we got that will be for Patreon exclusively, and we got some other stuff happening. Of course, the commercial-free version Tony puts up when he remembers to,
It's most of the time.
most of the time, and some other stuff is coming to the Patreon as well. Also, geekshow.store is where you can get all of our merch. Who knows? Maybe we'll see somebody down in Disneyland wearing one of our logo T-shirts while you're there.
Threat.
That's another threat. Also, Lee is not here today. He's had a procedure earlier this week. Didn't quite feel up to being here.
They took out like half of him.
They took out a.
That is not true at all.
What did they say? What did he say?
I think it's
was
a grapefruit size or
Baseball.
baseball, size.
size something out of his
Clot.
a clot out of his gutty works. So yeah, if you'd like to help out the Cades, this is a Venmo. If you're on the YouTube, this is the Venmo directly to Lee and the family. Nothing is taken off the top. All the money goes directly to them to help pay for their medical bills, which I can only imagine are astronomical.
He did say he was feeling good afterwards, though.
Yes.
So,
That is true. That is
Yeah,
true.
they took out a whole baseball out of him.
Well, I'm hoping that he's
I got
well
3
enough.
baseballs in me.
I'm hoping he's well enough next week that he can man the station here while we're in Disneyland.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
And we'll get it all figured out. And I got my I got the earbuds that you talked about, Tony. All right,
Good.
sorry. So I'm all set with my
That
old
counts as
tech.
housekeeping.
My old tech. Let's see, and of course we don't have any sponsors, but we're doing Nicole a favor. This is Cat's Cleaning is what we're talking about. Your house isn't messy because you're lazy. It's just because you're busy. You got so much going on. Binging your favorite show for the 3rd time, you know. Life stacks up, and the dust does too, and that's where Cat's Cleaning comes in. Local, family-owned business. It's been cleaning homes in the Salt Lake Valley for over 25 years, and they understand something simple. Letting someone clean your home is personal. It does take trust. Their team shows up, trusts your space with care, pays attention to the details that make the home feel truly clean. Cat's Cleaning, they don't cut corners, they clean them. Now, you can call and get a quote, 801-403-7342, or you can visit catscleaningslc.com. That's K-A-T-S cleaningslc.com for a free quote. so you can spend less time scrubbing and more time living. They've been in business for over 25 years. Cat's Cleaning. So thank you, Nicole. All right.
Carrie, every time I accidentally turn on the radio and I hear your voice doing an ad, it's weird.
Holy guacamole!
It's only what I do for a living.
Hello.
It's
I
Lee
told
George
you he was
Gate,
feeling
everybody.
bad. He's feeling pretty good.
I heard
He's
you
still
had,
part of the show.
I heard you had questions of.
Darth Maul questions?
I felt a disturbance in the
You
force.
did, didn't you?
That's what
Yeah.
it was.
We had Darth Maul and
Actually-
Dune questions, yeah.
I was. Yeah.
Hi, Lee.
How you doing?
Rebecca, if you had watched Clone Wars, would you feel differently about clones? Or is that why you haven't watched it? Because of your feelings on the matter?
You are anti-clone. I know
I
that.
am I have a pretty heavy anti-clone agenda.
Yes. Your
Clones are people
anti-clone
too.
agenda is strong.
Like the sequel? Clones are people, the sequel? Is that what you're saying, Tony?
Exactly.
All right, let's continue here. A lot of news about this Buffy reboot.
Not for long.
Not for long. Sarah Michelle Gellar is going on record as saying that there was one guy who killed the Buffy reboot.
Always a man.
Here's what she said. We had an executive on our show who was not only not a fan of the original, but was proud to constantly remind us that he had never seen the series and how it wasn't for him.
Who let him on the show?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. How self-centered
execs.
are these bros that they're like, yeah. Can't you see that this is something for somebody else? Yes,
like-
It's not for me, so it doesn't matter.
exactly.
It's like, I guess
Something-
I'll go to this baseball game, even though I hate baseball and only watch basketball.
And be like vocal about how much
And
you hate.
exactly.
baseball.
Talk about how much I hate baseball.
I also saw a thing that was like the way that they filmed, like were planning or had filmed the pilot was very concise and filmed only what they need, and they refused to film something called coverage. And coverage is a lot of like extra footage that allows editors to chop and allow room for ADR and allow them to edit what they want, like what the studio wants the show to be. And Chloe Zhao was like, no, we're just going to shoot exactly what we need so that you can't do that.
Chloe Zhao is also disappointed. Says we didn't want to let the fans down. It hurts. Saddened at how it was handled and when it was handled. So there's that. Now, other sources are saying that the pilot simply wasn't very strong. That's, of course, the movie
Hearsay.
company is saying that. But Hulu had no immediate comments. Disney owns the Buffy IP, so it can't be shopped anywhere else. I think they realize they've got something, but they don't know what to do with it because of one guy.
Apparently, the script or an unfinished version of the script leaked, and Sarah Michelle Gellar was like, "Don't read it. It's not completed.
It's
It's
not the
not what
one."
we wanted yet. It was still under revision, so it's not going to give you a good idea of what the show was."
And she coupled that with saying, if the pilot itself leaks, don't watch it.
Yeah. And days after this all went down, Nicholas Brendan died. Was only 54.
I had not heard this.
Yeah, only 54. He played Xander. on
Not
Buffy.
drugs.
That's what they're saying.
Oh, that's good because he had a problem with that for a while.
Yeah.
didn't
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He had a
Yeah,
lot of
it's-
problems.
I saw a headline this morning. I didn't click on it, but it was about the rare condition that he had.
He had a congenital heart defect.
Yeah.
Oh.
They say he went into sleep, so. And we'll be addressing that again later in the show. Let's see. Brian Michael Bendis, Powers, getting an adult animation treatment at Netflix.
That's cool.
So,
I'll watch it.
did you ever watch the live action attempt at this?
I didn't get a chance to, no.
Well, the problem with that was that Sony, at the time, made it only watchable, if I remember, on PlayStation. You could only
my God,
access
I
it
remember
through
this.
the PlayStation console, and I can't even remember if they put it anywhere else after that.
I remember this.
And it starred District 9 guy. What's
Oh
his
my
name?
Quality blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that guy, Lee.
Let's see. I think I have that
the
here somewhere.
The South African fella.
Yeah.
Carlton
Oh my god.
Sharpley.
Yeah,
Sharlto
Sharpley. Yep,
Copley.
yep.
Charlton Copley.
Sorry, that's all I got. Guy, see ya.
Is that it, Lee?
He's like, contribution done. I'm out.
Charlton Copley and Susan Hayward started the show. Ran
Yeah.
2 seasons.
Anyway,
I
sorry.
think they did a
sidetrack.
DVD release of it.
Did they? Okay. 'Cause
I
I
think
actually
so.
I would like to go watch that. This
It
Powers
was kind of terrible.
was it bad? Oh, bummer. Powers for me was kind of my first foray into Vertigo style comics written for adults, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was first launched in the early 2000s from Image. Won an Eisner Award in 2001. Bendis winning Best Writer 2002 and 2003. Then it moved to Icon, which was a Marvel imprint that put out creator-owned books.
Yeah.
So this is in development right now. So
It's wild.
Netflix.
It's wild stuff.
And they're
Speaking
doing
of-
animation.
Does
right?
anybody? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
yeah, animation.
Animation.
Okay, that's smart.
Does anybody remember the Bendis-led Spider-Man animated show from like 2002? It was on MTV.
That was the one with
Yes.
Neil Patrick Harris. It was
Yes.
actually really good.
It's
was quite
really
good.
good.
Yeah.
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 And speaking of animation, this Firefly reboot. I don't know about this because
Yeah, all right.
I
Okay.
do. I do.
it's like Nathan Fillion is trying to will it into happening. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think that there's
They're-
any corporate movement on this at all.
that-
You know,
Well, that's why they're still looking for a landing place for it. They
Yeah.
have everything set up besides where it's
studio.
going to
Yeah,
go.
they have this drawing and everything.
well,
Well, they have the
doing-
art studio lined up. They have
do.
writers lined up. They have showrunners lined up. All the actors are back to play the voices that are still alive.
Except those that are like, yeah.
yeah. And he said that they're going to recast Ron Glass. In that, they'll
But
find
it's
someone else.
really smart to do something that tells the story in between Firefly and Serenity. So that's,
They do
like,
they do that. It's in the books.
The
yeah,
comic
but not
books,
everybody
yeah.
can read.
No,
Rebecca.
just the regular. There's a bunch of regular Firefly
Oh, they
books that
did.
take place in that era.
I didn't know they did books. I knew they did some
I mean,
comics.
I think it's really brave of somebody to actually adapt a book. It's never been done before.
I don't know. When I saw that this was animation, I was like, okay, this is probably the best option because you would have to do a long time jump after Serenity because a lot of these people look way older than they were at the time, right?
Yeah, no shit.
Well,
And
and my favorite character dies in Serenity, so
yeah,
Spoiler alert.
yeah, he's a leaf
Sorry.
on the wind, right?
He is.
Hey,
He can come back as a
Yeah.
hologram.
He had a better death than
Or a
Shepherd
clone.
Book, because Shepherd Book died off screen and then was lashed to the front of the ship so that he could get burned into a skeleton.
what?
No,
Yeah.
we saw him
They took,
die.
they took all the colonists that were on the planet that Shepherd Book was on, and they lashed them to the Serenity, and they flew off. They burned up an atmosphere, so they had a whole bunch of skeletons on their hull, so they could look like reavers.
Oh, that's
Man,
right.
remember this era.
Yeah, it was
Remember
great.
remember Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
Remember before he was a douche?
Yep.
I mean,
think he
he's
was
always been a douche.
Right. I'm sorry. Before he pulled
yeah.
off the mask and we realized there was a
Before he
That's what
got
it was.
Me Too'd.
Yeah.
Speaking of douche, speaking of Me Too, Paramount basically said "fuck you" to Max Landis. Yeah.
Good.
He looks
Do you
like a
remember-
Pez dispenser that nothing but hate comes out of.
Because last time we were here, they were developing two different scripts, Max Landis's and Danny McBride's for G.I. Joe.
Talk about like
Come at me, bro.
awesome
Yeah.
or not awesome.
But also, like, what a crazy idea.
Yeah. I know. Let's call that guy. So anyway, they said basically, yeah, we don't want to do business with you. You're out. So whether they're moving
Shocker.
forward with Danny McBride's script or not, that remains to be seen. But we just know that they will be using Max Landis's.
Hey, we're still waiting for his Aquaman.
Yes, Danny McBride's Aquaman. Gotta have
I
him.
think, giving Danny McBride's track record, I would greenlight anything he came to me with if I had the money.
Oh, 100
You know?
Yeah,
Doesn't
but I wouldn't
matter what
adapt
it
it
is.
because he's always got to put naked Walton Goggins in it.
That's true.
Hey,
Ugh.
double it up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go 2 naked Walton Goggins. We have the
So unless he's
technology
playing,
now for that.
unless he's playing Serpentor, and that's Mini Serpentor, I don't want to see it.
Ooh. I'd like to see
The
that.
naked Goggins scene in Gemstones. I guess which one, right? But
I was
Exactly.
yeah.
My favorite story from that is his friend saying, "Dude, you look great," and he's like, "Yeah, they actually mapped my face onto a body double of an 80-year-old man, so go to hell."
Well, you got Tomax and Zaymont.
Yeah,
You could do 2 Walton Goggins there.
oh man,
wow.
Double gogs.
Double
the
Gogs.
Gogs.
All right. Anyway, Damon Lindelof has a message for all of you Green Lantern fans.
Yeah.
You.
I'm sorry.
And it's shut up.
He was on a podcast, and he made the comment that green is stupid.
Of all the things for the internet to get mad at, like
I know, right?
It's one of those ones. It's just like really, like.
But
who
but,
cares?
Internet
but
was
they
still
got
getting mad.
they got oh, what's his name? Crap.
I think it was because Morrison got so
Morrison,
bad about
yeah.
it. The internet
that it?
kind of rallied behind.
Well,
him.
that's what happened. Was that
Yeah.
Morrison stepped up and said, "Hey,"
I like green.
he said on the podcast, and again, the podcast was like a year ago.
Yeah.
And it's called Lanterns because we all agreed that green was stupid. So now it's just lanterns.
Yeah, that worked out so well for Arrow.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
guys, the Earth is dying.
Yeah, this is what we're worried about.
Well, enjoy your cake while we
Well,
die.
with the Earth dying, apparently the Earth also thinks green is stupid. So
Yeah.
But Grant Morrison
woke.
apparently found out about this, and he says,
Oh my god.
and Grant Morrison wrote a big, lengthy post about it. And
He wasn't.
So
Shocker.
I won't say this often. He wasn't wrong.
he wasn't wrong. All right.
You're allowed one.
Here's what Lindelof said. I have upset Grant Morrison, which means I have now pissed off most of the brilliant Scottish-British comic writers that I grew up idolizing.
So he idolized 1 or 2.
To quote the bard Otis Redding, this is nobody's fault but mine. I made a dumb joke on a comedy podcast. I'm not going to bob and weave about context. The joke was dumb. The fandom is not. I owe them an explanation and a genuine reflection of my actual feelings.
Yeah, this was the nerd equivalent of Chalamet saying he doesn't like ballet in the opera.
Which was from 2019.
Yeah. He says, he goes on to say, the very first time I appeared at Comic-Con for a panel was for The Lost Pilot back in the summer of 2004. I wore my favorite T-shirt, as I had long grown out of my favorite underoos, that being a Green Lantern T-shirt from Sector 2814. For a quiet, uncoordinated kid, there was nothing cooler than a hero whose superpower was his imagination. And green is not stupid. It's my lifelong favorite color, and I have a questionnaire that I fill out in 3rd grade to prove it.
Let's see,
Backpedal.
let's see the receipts.
Anyway.
Mountain molehill.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
But anyway, he apologized to all you Green Lantern fans. I hope you...
So
not
calm
enough.
down.
Still won't
I
play.
I didn't see Grant Morrison's statement, but I can tell you with 100% certainty I would not have understood it.
Probably.
He's
Actually,
Well-
this one you would have because he was very just like
Straightforward.
why would you put somebody on a project or why would you attach yourself to a project that you didn't think had any chance or that you thought was stupid? And he just kind of went on that tangent, and he stayed coherent for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
Because Morrison can kind of get out there in the weeds.
Yeah.
But
Well,
like I
mean,
said,
it's
he
not
wasn't
like he had
wrong.
to find somebody to run his magic school like Alan Moore would have had to.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, he gets out there in the weeds and the mushrooms and
All of it.
all of it.
I'm sorry, and I owe Morrison an apology. I just said he, and I should have said they. I apologize for
there you go.
misgendering him.
All right.
I know he's watching.
Just in
Misgendering
case.
him, Rob.
Them.
No, he said M as in short.
No. That was my screw up.
All right, Star Trek Legacy. This was an interesting little exchange. During a recent panel aboard the Star Trek cruise, Marina Sirtis stated that Star Trek Legacy is never going to happen. Here's how it went down. It was during a panel. Marina Sirtis. First of all, Legacy is never going to happen. Frakes, come on, Marina. And then Marina Sirtis says, you hate hearing the truth. There's not a single studio in America that's going to make a series where most of the leading actors are over 70 years old. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. That's just Hollywood.
Speak it,
And
lady.
she's right.
Yeah.
She's right.
Preacher telling the truth and it hurts.
Which is why when the Star Trek Legacy comic appears in your comic book stores, go get it.
Go
All
buy
right?
it. Yeah.
Go buy it. And speaking of comic book covers and comic books,
I
look at
love
that.
this so much.
Turtles.
Oh, Frank, stop.
Is that Frank Miller's?
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Frank Miller is going to be doing the cover. Well, one of the covers, one
I thought
of
it
the
was
many,
Rob
many
Layfield
covers
at first.
for
I mean, yeah, the lack of feet backs it up.
for Ninja Turtles. Well,
Oh no, here's feet.
I was going to say you don't have the whole.
Oh,
shot.
there they
Oh,
are.
the feet are the best part of the drawing.
This is for Ninja Turtles number 300.
It looks like a constipation commercial.
It's the Dark Turtle Returns.
This is what they do every morning to take care of business, help
so
each
this-
other along.
This will be Frank's cover. Then there's going to be a bunch of them. The issue will be out July 22. Come in several different versions. There's this version, the Frank Miller version, a brand new cover by Eastman and Laird, as well as several others by J. Scott Campbell, Juan Ferreira. Some
J.
will
Scott
be
Campbell, we're going to get
Yeah.
sexy turtles?
maybe,
They'll do Jenica.
and some will be released in a blind bag, so you won't know until you open.
I just think Sin City sucked the rest of the glory that Frank Miller had left in him, and
But here's the
he's,
thing
and
on
he's
this
old,
one, Lee.
and his hands are completely fried, and I mean, I still
This-
see the genius in it, but that's not Frank.
The whole thing though is that the turtles are literally a tribute to Frank Miller.
Yeah, and that's
So-
yeah, I
yeah.
understand that, and I'm great that he's paying it back, but it's just this is like watching it's like watching Bela Lugosi in Ed Wood movies.
Lee, where's your turtles cover?
Oh well, I have several of them, Rebecca. You were just too young to see them.
Frank Miller said in a statement, "It was fun to jump into the playground with the ninjas for this cover and reminisce that they were born by Peter and Kevin as homage to my Daredevil run."
Are
This
they
one
sure
is-
they were interviewing Frank and not his brother?
Jay's not here to defend himself.
Anyway, so you can pick that up at your local comic book store, July 22nd. All right. What did we consume this week? Who
Wait,
wants-
Carrie, you forgot about the most important news of the week. The the regular show news. New season
Oh,
of regular
there's
show next
new-
year.
I didn't see that.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Regular show revival.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's called The Missing Tapes.
Yep.
Oh, fun.
I am very excited for this, if you can't tell from my
No, you're doing
tone
a very
of
good
voice.
job of restraining yourself. I'm impressed.
Oh!
Now, before we get to what we consumed,
Yeah.
let's just take a moment, get out a beverage. Let's raise a glass to returning our dear friend Egg Foo, Eric Young.
I think I can summarize it best as this is Geek Show's little brother.
Yeah, he was on our panels many times. He's one of the last of the Green Street crew. But Egg died this week, and people are concerned about Spidey as well. That's his dog there. Spidey is in good hands.
Yeah.
But Egg, we're sorry to see him go. He was always here in the chat room with us every Saturday.
I love that he always gave us permission to proceed.
Yes.
I'm here.
Come
You
in
may
and say,
proceed.
"I am here." You
I
may
am
proceed.
here. You may proceed. But I have so many fond memories of Eric. Most of them good. One of them very bad. Well, he and I found
Not-
Jim.
Oh, yeah.
He and I found Jimmy. You know when Jimmy went. But some of my favorite, and I wish I could find the photos. Some of my favorites are he did the best Halloween costumes.
Out of duct tape.
He did Discount Destro out of duct tape. That was amazing.
He did a stormtrooper out of duct tape, but he ran out of duct tape, so he just had his belly out, and it was the most glorious thing in the world.
He did the same thing with his Optimus Prime costume out of cardboard boxes, but he cut out the grill where
Yeah.
Prime's stomach was. He cut out where the grill was and then painted on his own stomach the grill.
And
So
this
there's
is mind you before he lost weight, so he had a glorious tummy going on.
So he had that gut there.
Yeah.
There
I
he
have
is
this
with-
picture from 2013
There he is with
at
Jeff.
Cruisers.
Yep, cruisers
Yeah.
for karaoke night, I'm sure.
Eric was a lesson for me and for a lot of other people in that he was such a sweet-natured guy, and he never, like, the worst thing I ever heard him say about anything ever was just he hated potatoes. He would not badmouth people. You could not get him to gossip anything. He was just a sweet-natured, kind, and compassionate person. He's the kind of guy that when this kind of person goes, people just say, "Oh man."
Yep.
Yeah.
I had dinner with him just a couple of weeks ago when he was in town for a couple days for work.
I think you were the last of us to see him
Probably.
in person,
Sweetheart of a guy.
genuinely, and we will miss him. He's terrific, and one of the kindest people
Yep.
ever
Seriously.
that I have ever met.
Yep.
All right, let's see what we consumed. I know Rebecca's seen some movies.
Can I go in? I've got like probably 2 minutes before my painkillers tell me that I need to go back to bed.
Okay, go ahead.
Go for it, friend.
For the Rebecca knows exactly what I did right before I came on today. So,
Yeah, it's gross.
It's pretty gross. I am. Whoever said a couple weeks ago that season 3 of The Pit is just me. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. So, but I also appreciate Rebecca for this. When I told her what was going on yesterday, she said, "Did you get pictures?" You are
And I've got them right here. Just kidding.
Yeah.
You're so damn funny. So I have now offered video to you, Rebecca, because
Yeah.
tomorrow when I change the wound bandaging out.
I'm scared.
No, it really ultimately looks like a faith healer video, where they're palming the chicken livers. Anyway, not to push it all out. I wanted to get into really quick what you were missing with the Darth Maul Shadow Lord trailer.
Yes.
And then recommend a show that flew under my radar that I regret deeply. But Darth Maul is not Darth Maul in this. He's Lord Maul, and he's a master of criminal syndicates. He lost the Darth title when he was cut in half because Sidious... Palpatine turned around and got himself another disciple, and they can only have 2 at any given time. So he's no longer a Darth.
I just
He
figured
hates-
the Darth was his lower half and the Maul was his upper half.
No, that's Little Maul is the lower half.
You're telling me the top half of Vader, the top half is Vader, and
Vader.
the bottom
Yeah.
half is Darth.
Yeah, exactly.
You've seen
I-
Sith.
So he laid on a trash planet because basically what he fell into was a trash compactor on Naboo, and he laid there in rage with his hatred keeping him alive for 20 freaking years on a trash planet, and then he used the Force to build himself some spider legs and enact vengeance. And if that sounds stupid to you, find the joy in your heart because it's pretty glorious. And he finds his equally twisted brother, and they go on a rampage, and they try to collect all of the
Dragon
they
Balls.
They Pokemon their way around the universe collecting crime syndicates to run. So this is after Order 66. He's still trying to put together all of the different crime syndicates under his umbrella, including all the Hutt cartels and everything else. But it's before the events of Solo where you see he's firmly in control of all the criminal syndicates. So anyway, that's what you're seeing. And no, he doesn't. He's not a Dark Lord. He's fully in charge of his Sith powers, but he also understands all aspects of the Force at this point. So that's
Rebecca, this sounds whimsical AF. I think you'll love it.
that. Well, what is
A
whimsical?
man surviving off of pure hatred. Sorry, not something I'm like super into.
Yeah, but I don't think he would have voted the way you think he would have voted.
He's out here still. Jill Stein, 20,
Yeah.
2028.
I tell you what.
There you go.
Ever since they took it from Ross Perot, whimsical. My new favorite show. I do not say this lightly. I am so mad that I missed it when it first came out. Ladies and gentlemen, folks of all whatevers, Murderbot is the
Yes.
damned coolest thing I've ever seen.
Oh
Great
yeah.
show.
Bar none. It's the best
Great
show.
show.
I love it. Now, is it your favorite show? Probably not. Is it my favorite show? Yes. Could I walk into this writer's room and instantly have 12 best friends? Yes. This show is goofy. It's whimsical. It is grotesque. It is great science fiction. They're 22-minute episodes. Mm-hmm. It's a fantastic show.
That was literally my only complaint was I wish there was more of it.
Right. So now I'm reading the novellas that this is all based off of.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's great stuff. I cannot recommend it enough. And that's all I've really watched because the rest of the time recovering from this last surgery is a cat and mouse game called Lee's on medication and his wife needs to find his credit card before he buys more stuff.
Take it away from him.
Yeah.
Who wrote those? Martha something?
Martha Wells.
Wells.
It was Martha S. Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard. Yes, that
Yeah.
was
Yes.
the one.
Yeah.
Where is it available?
Everywhere fine books are found. Oh, you mean the show?
The show,
is-
yeah,
The
is an
show's on
Apple Plus.
Apple.
It's an
Apple,
Apple.
okay.
Or if you have a digital eye patch and a parrot, I'll say no more.
Okay.
But it's a great show, and that's all I've got because I have to go lay down now because I'm
Okay.
feeling busy. I love you all. It's nice to see you.
So happy
Thanks,
to see
Lee.
you.
Good to see you, man.
Be safe. Make good decisions.
Why start now?
Rob, you've made nothing but good decisions. You are literally the walking epitome of good decisions.
We'll,
Rob.
Damn it, I've got a reputation I'm trying to maintain or trying to cultivate here. Shut up.
We'll talk. We'll
yeah,
talk to you in a
Rob
couple
the
of
bad
days.
boy.
Oh, I'll be good. Next week, I am going to steer the good ship Lollipop
You
over a
are.
cliff while you guys are in Disneyland. So
Excellent.
It's all good. See ya.
Bye.
Bye, Lee. Okay,
How's it
Rebecca.
work? How do I leave?
Hey, he figured it out. He probably just pulled
That's
the plug
me
out
in
of his
every
computer.
me in every doctor's office I've ever been to.
How do I get out of here?
Rebecca, movies. What do you got?
Yeah, before I get to movies, Sex and the City, Aiden and Carrie broke up and Big moved to Napa. The Pit was the Pit this week. Since when do ICE agents bring people into the hospital? Apparently, they do, and it's like a flex for them. Whatever. Ted, I finished Ted, season 2 of Ted. Great stuff. Great stuff. Love that show. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Okay. I think I'm 4 episodes in now, so I'm still not as far as you. But what?
Yeah,
in
no,
the
I
world-
finished the show.
What is
and,
going on this
and
season?
I don't. Well, it's not just the. I don't know if you've just been following
There's-
the news.
Yes. There's post-season updates that have been happening in real time.
Yeah.
I
there's
had
a
to
lot.
text Tony, and I'm like, Tony, how far are you in your Secret Lives watch? Because Cinnabon dropped their partnership with The Bachelorette, and then a lot of other stuff happened.
Yeah. Holy cow.
So if you're a Secret Lives of Mormon Wives watcher, shoot me a message, because
I
I
really think every season I get more angry at this show every season.
it's here. Why do I have to look at the dads of Dad Talk? I shouldn't have to look at them. I shouldn't have to listen to them, except Connor Levitt. Connor Levitt is the only man I'm willing to watch.
Which one's
Is-
Connor?
He's Whitney's husband.
is there a more Utah name than Connor Levitt? P.S.
Hold on, which one's Whitney?
Whitney's the one who went to Broadway. She's on Broadway currently. She's on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
yeah,
Jen.
Yeah, Whitney. That isn't Jen. Yes.
The Whitney,
You like-
the villain of the show, who is
Yeah, you like
should
Connor?
not be the villain. Yes, Connor is such a wife guy. He's the best. Jim in the chat wants to know why I'm yelling at everybody. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I
And
think
also,
Connor's just really submissive, and that's why you like him.
Tony. I cannot talk about this with you.
Oh,
I read last night that they're recutting season 5. Like,
Well, they
to-
stopped filming. They had
They
to stop filming season 5.
Yeah, they had to stop filming.
and Tony, don't forget, you're going to be in 80-degree weather, standing next to Rebecca
I know.
in long lines at Disneyland.
You better, Tony. You better
Better
finish the
behave.
show by the time we go to Disneyland, so I can yell at you while we're standing in line.
I
better
will,
behave.
and I will be within slapping reach apparently, so I'll have to be able to
Exactly.
get my dodge on.
I've got a whole dissertation prepared about why you should care about Connor Levitt,
Y'all just need Jesus.
Exactly.
and also the new season of Jury Duty dropped on Prime. Oh, I've only seen the first episode, but I love the new guy that they got. I think he's sweet. So I
can't
cannot
wait
wait
for
to
this.
watch the rest of it. Movies, happy Project Hail Mary weekend, everybody.
Yes.
I have been to 2 theaters looking for the popcorn bucket that's Rocky and the Ball. I haven't been able to find it. So if you can find it, message me. I'd be willing to Venmo you to send it to me.
Is it AMC?
Cinemark.
Oh, because you can just buy AMC's on their website. I don't
Well,
know
you
if
can also technically buy Cinemark stuff off their website, but it's sold out.
Oh,
I'm looking for the little Rocky in the ball, and also they've got a little Rocky shoulder buddy.
nice.
So if you happen to see those in your area, I want them. Also in theaters this weekend, Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. This is a direct sequel to the first Ready or Not movie.
It takes place like right after the first
like
movie, right?
literally the same day.
Oh.
And guys, it's fun. It's fun. We do not get fun comedy horror movies like this in the theaters, and it's a kind of a stretch to call it a comedy. Yes, Tony.
Was the first one good too?
It was
I
fun.
enjoyed it.
It was
You
fun.
haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh my
There's
gosh, Tony.
your homework.
There's
yeah.
your homework. It is so fun, especially if you don't know what happens.
I have no idea. I saw Ready or Not 2 and I was like, was there a Ready or Not 1?
Yes,
And
Ready or
do
Not
yourself
1
a
is so
favor
fun.
and don't look anything up about it.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
do not look
just-
up anything about it.
Just watch it.
The premise of Ready or Not is this woman marries into this family that is like a board game dynasty, and as part of their family traditions is they have to play a game. Anytime they bring in a new member into the family, they have to play a game, and the card that she draws is hide and seek, and she has to survive until dawn.
I remember the trailer for this now, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
This movie picks up immediately after the events of the first movie, and her estranged sister, played by Catherine Newton, shows up, and she's got to do it again, basically, because there's a bigger, even larger family, or not a group of families. This has a bigger cast. You have Elijah Wood, Sean Hattasey from The Pit, Sarah Michelle Gellar, some other people that I'm not
Those are
remembering
my
off the
favorite
top of my
kind
head.
of people.
But it's fun. It's so campy. It's just hooting and hollering. I was chuckling the entire time. I recommend this duo of movies very much. They're just so much fun. Very gory. And I watched a fun movie that will be on Hulu next week called Mike and Nick and Alice. If you have ads on your Hulu, you might be seeing ads for this. It stars James Marsden and Vince Vaughn and Isa Gonzalez and a bunch of other really funny people. Stephen Root is there.
Oh,
and
yes.
the premise of this movie is James Marsden and Vince Vaughn are part of some... Oh, Keith David is there too. And...
Nice.
James Marsden and Vince Vaughn are part of some mafia organization, and Vince Vaughn's character travels back in time to try to prevent a murder. And so
There's
it's
sci-fi in this?
oh yeah, so it's James Marsden and two Vince Vaughns with shenanigans. This movie, it's very short, and they do a lot of stuff in this movie to really stretch out the runtime, but it's kind of funny. It's got some good goofs. It is. I messaged Tony immediately because I'm like, Tony, this is a movie that you will like.
I
Ben
was already
Schwartz is there
interested
too.
I was already based on the cast, and then with your recommendation, and now just hearing their sci-fi, I'm in 100%.
Yeah, and I gotta know the budget for the needle drops in this movie. This movie is 80% needle drops.
Oh,
It's crazy. I gotta know what the budget is, but it's fun. It is just fun. I saw a lot of people say they saw this at South by Southwest and in a crowded theater. It was great. I wish this was a movie that was in a theater, because again, we just don't really get comedies in theaters anymore, and this would be fun to watch in a theater. So Mike and Nick and Alice on Hulu, March 27th.
all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
Finished up One Punch Man season 3. I think they should rename the show because
Yeah.
there's very little One Punch Man in it as the show has gone on. It focuses a lot more on the other heroes in the universe, and One Punch Man is just kind of, at this point, kind of a side character who shows up in the very last episode and fights the big bad. Spoiler alert, it does it in one punch. But
What?
But it's still good to watch, though, is the thing. Is it's still interesting. They've got some interesting characters that they've created, and and I disagree, Star Killer. One Punch season 3 was not terrible. I had a good time with it. but it was definitely not as good as season 2 or 1. The Fall and Rise of Reggie Dinkins continues to deliver. Every episode is funnier than the last. Episode 4, I think, had me uproariously laughing at least 4 times during the episode. Highly recommend that show. Paradise continues to confuse and befuddle me. Ooh, it's good.
I still haven't seen this week's episode.
Oh no, Rebecca.
It was just approved for season 3, and that'll probably be the final season. they
Which
say.
was always the plan. Dan
Right.
Fogelman always had a plan for 3 seasons.
Yep. So so that continues to also just deliver on everything. Rooster season episode 2 was a lot of fun. If you're not checking out Rooster and you like Bill Lawrence stuff, you need to check out Rooster. Good stuff there. And then we watched a show on HBO. Was it HBO? Hold on. Yeah. It's called DTF St. Louis.
I keep hearing I gotta watch that.
I
What
watched,
in the? What
I watched the first episode, and
That's-
and I'm at that point where I'm like, should I continue?
that's where I mean, we're gonna keep going, but by the end of it, I was like, what is even going on here? Like,
It tells you in the
It's-
title, Tony.
yeah. I mean, yeah. But
So if Carrie is hesitant to continue, are you telling me there's dong present?
not yet.
Not
I
yet.
bet there will be though.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe.
But
There wasn't in the first episode.
It's written, directed, created by the same guy that did The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, and so it's got a lot of that kind of. He's got his own style, right? Where all the characters have a very interesting cadence of how they talk, and everyone has this very kind of flat delivery. But if that's something you liked, then I think you're going to dig this. I thought it was interesting. I'm going to keep going. We'll see.
Okay.
So
Report
but
back
yeah,
to us.
other than that, that's kind of about it, I think, for this week.
Okay. Rob?
Yeah. Since Lee came and went, A.K. Jemison, because got to get that covered.
Yep.
Also, don't forget, Walter Mosley. I was given a book by a coworker called The Wide Sargasso Sea, which I have started. I'm barely into it. It's apparently the story of the woman in the attic from Jane Eyre, which also haven't read. So I'm reading it. I'm just kind of like, all right, well, let's see where this goes. Details to follow. I'll put it that way. Television, Fringe season 5. We're about halfway through the last season, and
You're still watching Fringe?
let me try this again. Fringe season 5. Yeah, still watching Fringe. We've got like 6 episodes left, if I'm not mistaken, because it was a short season. I had forgotten a lot of things that happened in season 5, and this is one where they're just kind of like, you know what? We've been covering all these Fringe events. Let's cause a few. And I'm like, oh, I'd forgotten they did this. Carry on. And it's nice to see the late Lance Reddick. And they aged him up in season 5, so he's an older man, like 20 years beyond what he was the last time we saw him on Fringe. So that's always fun. Paradise, Fogelman.
Yeah, I didn't cry as much this last episode.
Yeah, this one wasn't a crying episode. This
Right.
one was I've got one word, and Tony will understand exactly where I'm going with this. Gary.
Gary.
Gary. That's all I'm
Frickin'
saying.
Gary. I've never had good vibes about him.
Oh, no, I'm just saying Gary.
Gary.
Deep Space Nine. Continuing to watch that. I'm still watching Deep Space Nine, Rebecca.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel
And
like
The
you started
Wire.
watching Fringe like last year.
We've done the entire thing, but kids, work, other things going on.
I don't understand.
I'm sure you do.
9.
In movies, so last week went to watch a movie, and I like movie popcorn sometimes when I watch movies at home. And there's a Cinemark. I'm not a Cinemark. There's a theater that has the giant tub of popcorn not far from my house. So I order online, go to get the popcorn, show up to the theater. They're closed for like 4 days. I'm just kind of like,
What?
MFers.
They still
Oh,
didn't order too?
did you go to the Measles Theater?
I bet that's what it was.
The Megaplex in Cottonwood?
Okay.
They got the measles outbreak over there?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I was not
That's
aware
one
of
of
that.
that's one of the
Okay.
measles locations.
Yeah, it was
All right.
contact tracing. Yeah.
That's great. So I wound up going to a Cinemark to get popcorn, and I was much happier. And then came home
Cinemark
to
has
watch
the
them-
better popcorn, if I'm being real.
Yes, but the
Proximity
the
issues.
Megaplex theaters have. I can get a bucket of popcorn
Yeah.
for half the price of.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
just saying.
And measles.
Came home and watched a movie that I enjoyed while watching it, and then literally 2 days later was explaining what I did over the weekend. Could not remember what movie it was. It was that memorable. John Wick Ballerina.
Wow.
From the world of John Wick,
From
ballerina.
the world of John Wick Ballerina.
I still haven't watched that.
Yeah, I mean, it was serviceable. It was, shoot 'em up, bang, bang. And again, Lance Reddick. But literally, it's like, what did we watched something. I know we watched something because I sat in the living room shoveling popcorn in my face. Couldn't remember, but
That movie, I was literally thinking about my review for that movie this week because it feels like you're a passenger in a car watching exits go by of potential good movies. Because they set up a lot of like really interesting plot points that you could
do.
follow, but
And
it
then
just
just
goes
gotta go by
right
'em.
past them. You're like, oh,
exactly so.
a subverted wolf and cub trope? Nope. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, and that's exactly what this was. Just like, it was okay. Like I said, it was serviceable, but there could have been more and better. So there's that. And comics, only top three this week. G.I. Joe
look
number
at that.
20.
That's
Duke,
not a G.I. Joe.
well, Duke's a G.I. Joe,
Oh, it's true.
but Duke meets Optimus Prime, and it doesn't initially go great. But I'll just leave it at that.
Well, the rule is that when heroes meet, they have to fight.
They don't fight though, but they have a good heart to heart, and
We have a disagreement.
kind of. And
Duke
it's,
saying things like "Let me inside you," so he
no,
could drive around.
no,
Oh,
I need an adult. It is a good episode, a good issue. It's setting up some interesting things for the Energon universe between G.I. Joe and the Transformers, and kind of a soft boot for Mask.
Oh,
So
okay.
folding Mask into this universe.
That'll make Lee happy.
If you remember that cartoon. The Ultimates number 22.
Ooh, look at that. Oh, I like that cover.
It is a great cover. It is a fantastic story. Dennis Camp wrote a war story with Cap and Bucky, and it's more than a little heartbreaking at a certain point. So I highly recommend this, and I think you've only got 2 more issues of the Ultimates before the Ultimate Universe goes.
again.
Okay.
And lastly, Tom King, Wonder Woman number 31,
Wow.
the beginning of the Wonder War.
Cool.
And we are finally introduced to a villain they've been teasing for a few months, the Matriarch, who seems to be like a dark mirror of Diana from what we've gotten before. She's not Diana's mirror. But we get to see what begins to bring her to the point where she is going to be fighting with Diana and Lizzie.
And,
And we also get to see an older Lex Luthor
oh, really?
with a slight DCKO tie-in.
And I've written the theme song for this title. Who could ask for more? Here's your Wonder War. Thank you.
I will isolate that, and that will now be your intro sound.
No, don't do that.
But again, Tom King was a really good story. Did a great job of setting up the battles to come, and we get to see actually an older Lizzie, a teenage Lizzie with her mom. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they play this out and the repercussions to come for the DC universe following that.
All right. Jake, what did you consume?
Yeah, so Rob, I finally started Autobiography of Ben Sisko.
Huzzah!
Got halfway through in one sitting.
Huzzah!
I loved it. Comics-wise, I read the DC AEW wrestling crossover.
What the heck? There's a comic book for everything.
There really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It's Rule
this,
34A.
Issue 1, not great. Issue 2, a lot of fun. Started Reign of the Superboys.
Oh,
Yes.
look at that.
Reign of the Superboys.
I like that. I like that Action Comics cover. I like.
Yeah,
that.
Mark Waid has been telling Superboy stories in Smallville. And
Now wait, is that Thunder Boy on the
Yes.
other one?
Boy Thunder.
Boy Thunder?
yep.
Okay, interesting. Because I'm
Yeah.
reading some stuff with him in World's
World's Finest.
Finest.
Yeah, it's all coming together. It's post KO kind of kickoff. Reading Rick and Morty: The End. It's the
nice.
final miniseries from Oni Press, wrapping up their dozen years of Rick and Morty comics. Issue 4 is really fun. Rick goes on trial, and basically all of the side characters from the years are the jury.
So
So
it's a
they're gonna
Seinfeld
si-
finale.
Yeah.
It is right there. They're gonna Seinfeld it.
But he has transferred his consciousness into one of the jurors, and we don't know who it is at the end of that issue. Turtles 16, I think. Yeah. This arc on Turtles is incredible. Totally worth picking up if you haven't yet. It started with, I think, issue 14, maybe 13.
Okay.
And X-Men United #1.
What did you think?
I'm gonna give it a second chance.
Okay.
I'll pick up issue 2. The last comic that is not presently with me is Spider-Man versus Food, which was
Same.
just hysterical. My kids are all reading it now. It's an anthology of food-themed Spider-Man stories.
Do they include Hostess cupcake stories?
No, they do not.
Need those, yeah.
But there's Spider Ramen, which is in the multiverse, and
that's right.
yeah, that just made the issue. Outside of that stuff, New American Dad, New Family Guy, New Scrubs, all were fun.
Yep.
American Dad, particularly reality show themed.
I'm behind on that too.
Oh no!
I'm so used to them dropping just half seasons 6 months after the season comes out.
Yeah.
And Scrubs is great. I love the revived Scrubs. But the greatest thing I watched this week, and I am certain that a large part of it is because the best edible kicked in at exactly the right time, was Masked Singer Star Trek.
Oh yeah.
I saw
Crazy.
part of that at the gym while doing laps at the gym. How was it?
It
Wait,
was
explain what this is first. I have
It was-
no
it
idea.
was-
The Masked Singer.
I know what the
Featuring
Masked
Star
Singer
Trek
is.
yeah,
people?
and it was a Star Trek theme night.
Oh,
It was just
theme.
everyone in
Okay.
Star Trek costumes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
and they had,
Robin Thicke besmirching the Captain Pike uniform.
yes, that is correct. And Ken was Spock. Jenny McCarthy was Janice Rand, and I don't know who the fourth judge was, but she was 7 of 9. And all of the songs were like Katy Perry's Starship and stuff like that. Paramount lent them set pieces from Strange New Worlds, so they had the actual captain's chair. They had
cool.
they made the judging table look like the nav console on the Enterprise.
That's Rita Ora as 7
Oh,
of
yeah.
9.
Okay.
The wife of
and-
Taika Waititi.
What?
Yeah.
I will just say that it is worth looking out for if you're a Star Trek fan. There's the backup dancers are all in Starfleet uniforms. There's a pair of Klingons that are backup dancers for one of the numbers. The rail around the bridge is used as a set piece for one of the numbers. And you will also hear the weakest kapla that you have ever heard from a Klingon ever on this show. Totally worth it, but with the asterisk, I was high. So
Thank you, Afro Man.
Big asterisks, man.
Oh my God! Have you guys followed the Afro Man trial this week?
Oh yeah, it's been fun. All right. I mostly was just helping Sue get ready for her trip to Phoenix, and so I didn't get to consume much. But I did need a good cry, and whenever I need a good cry, I always put on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and let it roll.
Yeah.
It was always good to watch again. Anyway, let's head to the after party, shall we? Let's go. Thanks you all for being here. Thank you very much. We see you here next week. If
Gobble in the creek don't rise.
the
We'll
tech works
see.
out, we'll be doing the show from Disneyland.
It'll be a short show, but we should be doing it.
It'll be a shorter show, but we'll be here. So, and Lee is going to be running the board. So, here's hoping it works. And we'll see you next week. Live long and prosper, bitches.